fork. Jimmy, come here. Get out of line. There's enough chicken for everybody. Come over here. Put it down. I don't have a fork. I didn't cuss. Bring me a fork. Oh, I'm fine. How are you doing? I have no idea who that was. What? What do you mean? Jimmy, I said bring me a fork. Jimmy, this is a spoon. Why is it wrapped in plastic? What am I supposed to... Can you please go? Jimmy, we can't be out of forks. People just started going up there to get food. Well, don't let Aunt Verlene... Do we have some that are not in plastic like this? I mean, it's already a plastic spoon. Aunt Verlene's going to have a fit. Where'd you get this? Well, don't let her see it, because... Well, she's still mad that we're using plastic. I said, I don't feel like washing dishes for 100 people. You know what I mean? Well, go on. It's casserole day up there. Everybody brought casserole. I don't know which ones are tuna, Jimmy. Just go look. Got you out of the box. I can tell that. Mama, come here. Sit down. What you got? Put it up on the table. I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. What is that? Lord, who made that? It's what? That's not zucchini. It's purple. Why would you dye it? I'm not doing door prizes this year, Mama. No, little Miss Renee and her little tails, she said she was going to do it this year. I said, whatever. You do whatever you want to do. You know what she's doing, right? You know how at Christmas time, when we go over to Uncle Bob's house and he drinks too much, and then we do that game, that Dirty Santa, and it always kind of just falls apart, and he ends up getting mad and knocking over a plant stand or something like that, and then he tells us all to go home by 9. I imagine it's going to go something like that. Well, you know how these people are, especially the older ones. I don't see any need for you to take that personally. So, anyway, Miss Renee, she said she was going to get started here in a minute. Why wouldn't I call her that? Something's wrong with this macaroni. Well, I didn't want to say anything in line, because you know when you're in line, you don't know who made what. Except for Aunt Verlene, because all of her stuff's labeled. I know I need a fork. You didn't bring me one. Who said we're out of forks? We don't have any forks to give. I said forks. So anyway, so that's why she gave us all that number. Did you have your number? I got mine in my pocket. 17. It's my lucky number. That means I'm gonna get something good. You remember how? But anyway, you know how we do the Dirty Santa. Miss Renee said that we're going to do that here with the door prizes this year. Well, no, normally, you know how it is normally. I'll get up there and everybody gets a ticket and I call out the numbers, at random. I just pull them out of a hat. And then everybody has to go up there and pick something off the table. It's very simple. No, well, I was told last year that it's boring. And not only that, they said I read out the numbers too fast. Well, little Miss Renee was the most vocal about it. I said, well, that's dry. Ain't nobody cooking this family since all the older people died. No offense. I said, well, sweetie, bless your heart, are you saying you're volunteering to do it next year? And I called her flat-footed like she couldn't say no. And she couldn't say, oh, that's not what I meant at all. And I do believe that is what you meant. So, in order for her to do it, see, she's got to make it totally different. What, Jimmy? The ice is over there in that big gray cooler. Did you not listen to any of the announcements before we said the blessing? Do you just not? What were you doing out at the truck? You're not selling that Yeti cooler. You can't. Your daddy gave you that for Christmas. If you sell it, it'll break his heart. Yes, he will notice. He goes out on the deck and looks for it every time he comes over. Haven't you noticed him doing that? He wants to make sure you're using it because he won't let you forget how much he paid for it. $327.13 exactly. Who are you talking about selling it to? You can't. No, you're not selling it to him. No, you're not. He'll put bass in it. He'll go down to the river and go fishing, and he'll put fish in it. You tell him to go on. You're not selling it. Did you miss the blessing too? Did you hear that? Don't get the macaroni and cheese. No, don't get the one that's don't get the macaroni and cheese that's in that country crock bowl. No, the other one. Not the one with the deviled eggs in it. Don't get the one with macaroni and cheese because it just tastes like it's, I don't know, it's like it came out of a box that was brought up out of hell. Don't eat it. It's not good. The burger's not good either. Oh, Lord. It's not supposed to be crunchy like that. I think there's a bone in it. The food is very disappointing this year, Mama. I don't mind saying. So anyway. Oh, look at her. She's going up there to talk. I told her she could use my microphone. That's all right. See what I tell you? Dirty Santa. She's giving the rules for it right now. This should be fun. Well, you know how they are. I'm telling you, Mama, here's what's going to happen. You don't need to listen. You know how to play Dirty Santa. Look, all the elderly people, and I'm not talking about you, everybody in his family, the elderly people and the children are going to lose their minds. They're going to lose their minds because they're going to pick something off that table, and they're not going to be able to control themselves when somebody comes and steals it from them, like when it's their turn, and they're going to get it stolen. See, that's why you can't do it that way. I tried to tell her. I said, yes, I know it's boring, whatever. You can't do White Elephant at this reunion. You can't do it. This family just does not have the constitution to do Dirty Santa, White Elephant, whatever you will call it. They don't have it, Mama. Well, I know I'm dressed up. I had to be dressed up. I mean, normally I'm not this spiffy for a reunion, but, I had to go into work this morning. I was there at 7 o'clock. Well, they have the Little Miss Good and Plenty pageant. It's in Mount Trace. It was this morning. And I had a bunch of the girls come in and their mamas, and they wanted to get all fixed up. Funny thing is, more often than not, you have the mamas want to get fixed up more than the daughters that are going to be in the pageant. Because, see, the mamas, they all stand off stage over there, and they compare themselves to one another, and then they declare, like, an unofficial Miss Good and Plenty mama, and it's usually the one with the most makeup caked on her face. I don't get involved in that. So, but I did a whole lot of nails, and Trish did a whole lot of hair, and it was, I made some good money this morning, don't get me wrong, because I'm going to tell you something. You do them up right, and some of those mamas will really tip. It's supposed to be fried chicken. It smells like plastic. Jimmy, would you bring me a drink? What's up there? Do you know what's up there? I'm thirsty. I don't have a drink. It's dry. Oh, they got Tahitian treat. Can you get me a cup? Get one of those solo cups. Put some ice in it. Bring me some. Oh, that'd be so good. I haven't had that since last year. The only time I ever have any funky sodas is when I'm at this reunion. And somebody always brings something funky. They got Tahitian treat up there. Love that stuff. It's really good. You can mix it with no, I was gonna say you can mix it with Sprite. Tastes good. Well, just I don't care what color the cup is, Jimmy. Just give me a cup. I was just calling out the numbers. Brittany, come here. Hey, my number's 17. You know what I got my eye on over there, don't you? You know what I got my eye on? That's right. Would you go get it for me? My leg's messed up. I would really appreciate it. Here, take my watch. Get some steps for me. It's not cheating if it's my daughter. It's basically like I'm walking. Here, just put it on. Put it on. Now, I'm not going to get enough steps today, and Jimmy will make fun of me. We've had this little competition going on to see who could get the most steps every day, and it's not fair because he works in a treadmill factory and they have to test the products. That's not right. I don't think he should be allowed to count that. Those are not real steps, as far as I'm concerned. Not if you're on a treadmill. That's how I feel about it. Okay. What's your number, Mama? Okay. Well, you may be one of the first ones to go. Okay, then. All right. What's she gonna get? Don't get it, don't get it, don't get it. Okay, good. Mama, what do you need another pack of socks for? You told me you have enough socks to last you till Rapture. What are you gonna do? Well, you got a lot of fluffy socks. I don't know what you need those for. That's all right. I don't care. So, yeah, somebody's gonna steal your socks, Mama. See, that's your mistake. See, what you do is you pick the thing you don't want, and then you make a big fuss over it. You talk about how great it is, and then some thieving demon in this family will come along. I don't mean a literal demon, for most of them anyway. They're going to see how excited you are about those socks, and then they're going to come walk over here and they're going to take them. And then see, you have to be all disappointed, like, oh darn. And then you have to go over there and you have to pick what you really want. See, because it may be your only chance. So then what you do at that point, you pick the thing that you do want if it's still up there, or you steal it. But you act like you're really disappointed, like you don't really want it. And chances are, because people are so awful down at their core, they won't actually take it because they want to see you be miserable. Because in some way it makes them feel like they got one up on you, or they're doing better than you. See, Dirty Santa is all about psychology and understanding the fact that people just down deep are just really awful. And see, once you get that, you end up winning at Dirty Santa, and which is basically what it is. Well, they call it Dirty Santa because it's dirty. Not dirty like that. I don't mean like that, but like you do each other dirty. You know what I mean? Because you can steal presents and swap them out. No, each present can only be, I think it can only be stolen twice. Or is it 3 times? I guess it depends on whose party you're at or how long you've been drinking. Because I find that the longer people have been drinking, the quicker the rules kind of fall apart, and then it sort of turns into this Lord of the Flies situation. Like, look at that over there right now. Look at that little child trying to pull that kite out of Miss Bessie's hands. Bless her heart, why'd she pick up a kite? Miss Bessie's, what is she, 87? How's she gonna fly a kite? She's already broken both of her hips. Maybe Miss Bessie's doing what I just told you to do. Look at that. Oh, now she's got to go over there and pick something else. Look, she's doing exactly what I said. Look, what's she going for? What has she got? Oh, look, she got some nice mixing bowls. Look how sad her face is. Actually, she just kind of looks like that. She's like a little bulldog. Bless her heart. I don't mean that in a bad way, but she just has this face, and she kind of looks like a bulldog. Yeah, but see, look how sad she looks. See, those mixing bowls are what she wanted. Yeah, I can't believe it. Well, the kids are going to snatch stuff from the old people because they know the old people aren't going to say anything to them. My number. Brittany. Go get it. I'm not following my own rules because I have my own technique. I want her to get what I want. Yes, that's what I want, and my daughter knows me. I got it. See, now I wonder what would happen if I just hid it. Like, what if I stuck it in my shirt? Would somebody go into my shirt after it? Oh, this thing is great, Mama. Do you know what this does? Do you know what this does? It is a cactus. No, you don't make these. No, human beings don't make these. Well, little 9-year-olds in another country might. Those would be the people that made them. But no, it's not a craft, Mama. Look, you put batteries in it, and you turn it on, and it talks, and it makes me sound real Southern. Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes it needs a minute. So this thing talks. We don't need anybody to see me having fun with this cactus. I'm going to take it home and have fun talking to it and driving my whole family crazy. I'm real sad to have it, though. Oh, darn. If only I had gotten something like the set of encyclopedias that somebody put up there. It's Funk and Wagnalls. It's not even the good ones. Yeah, I remember watching the commercials for those Britannica encyclopedias when I was a kid and thinking, I guess that's what rich people get. You didn't put those up there, did you? Oh, I didn't mean that. No, there's nothing wrong with it. No, you're exactly... No, Mama, no. It's fine that you put them up there. I mean, yeah, somebody may love to have those. Exactly. They take up the whole freaking table. But it's great. Yeah, Funk and Wagnalls. Do you have any idea how many of my papers for school, all the way through high school, came word for word out of those encyclopedias? Because none of my teachers had ever heard of them and certainly wouldn't know to go there to look for anything. And this was back before Google or anything. Funk and Wagnalls came in handy when I was in school. That's crunchy in a wrong way. I don't care for this. I have to go hit the dessert table later. I'm just not seeing much. Hey, Aunt Verlene, what you got? What you pull off the table? What is that? Oh, a food scale. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a nice scale. Well, I thank you for noticing. Yes. Well, okay. Yeah, well, you're right. I haven't been missing any meals lately. That's a good thing, right? You don't want to starve to death. I don't care for your sister, Mama. She makes comments about me every time she sees me, and it's starting to make me feel a little weird about it. Looks like you've been eating some good meals. My God. All right. Oh, God, Jimmy got... Is that a pack of fly swatters? Jimmy picked up I didn't even see that up there. He's got a pack of fly swatters. What in the world's he going to do with that? Get it stolen. Look, Miss Bernice got his fly swatters. It's slowly descending into chaos, Mama. We got people walking around with stuff and getting it snatched right out of their hands. We're going to see a fight any minute now. It's going to be just walkers and squishmallows going everywhere. I don't see anybody walking off with your encyclopedias yet, Mom. I believe you might have to take those back home. Yeah. What did Aunt Verlene put up there? Oh, of course she did. Yeah, she has her handmade Ziploc bags. What does she make those things out of? Sea kelp. Seaweed. What's the difference? Isn't sea kelp, isn't that the same thing? Somebody needs to sea kelp around here. So, well, she said plastic is the enemy. She loved the fact that this came with this. Don't let her see it. God, she'll have a fit. And that's something. Mom, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. What have you been up to? Don't you come over. Keep walking, that's right. Keep walking. You keep walking. Man, I'll fight over this. I've been wanting one of these forever, ever since I saw them on that TikTok. The TikTok thing that all the people watch. One of my clients was in there the other day. I was working on her nails. She pulled up the video of this little thing, and the cat, it was freaking the cat out, and it was funny. And I thought, I want one of those, but I don't want it bad enough to go buy it. So when I saw there was one on the table, I said, absolutely. Mom, I've been busy. I know. I've been meaning to come by. I've just been so busy. It's just been so much going on all the time. And we've had, it's that time of year. You're getting into fall festivals. And, I was in Camden. I was in town the other day for the festival last weekend. And, they had that barbecue fundraiser. So I was at that. And I was doing nails. And we were doing face painting. Brittany's gotten into where she does some of that. And, so I've just been really busy. It's just been a whole lot going on. And, no, I would have, no, look, Jimmy was back in the hospital. Yeah, well, there was that incident with the stapler and he had to go, and I was there with him and I missed it. I'm sorry, but he had to have a ride home because he wasn't allowed to drive for a while after that. And so, well, in a way, I can't feel totally bad for him. I mean, we learned that two words don't go together, homemade helicopter. That's a curse on this family. It's like we're all creative and we're ambitious, but we direct that at bad, stupid things. No offense, but I know y'all were close. I mean, he was your cousin and whatnot, but I mean, I saw the video. He had to know that was a bad idea. It was just not supposed to work that way. You can't take, Mama, you can't take a jacuzzi and turn it into a helicopter. It's just not going to. I said bless his heart. Didn't I start with that? Well, I meant to. Just pretend I said bless his heart. Bless his heart. But, and then everything I said. So, was it a nice service? Were there a lot of people there? Oh, good. Oh, well, I'm not surprised it had to be a closed casket. Bless his heart. That had to be harsh. Yeah. So what they do with the helicopter? I put it on Facebook Marketplace. You can't. That's nothing about this family. They'll do anything to make $1. Oh my goodness. So, well, it looks like we're down to just a few things on the table over there. People are walking up to the table and they're not even picking anything up, and they're. You better go on. I'm gonna take my. What? Oh, you don't want this? No. Look, you know what these do, right? These give you head lice. You don't want this. The only reason I'm keeping it is because I work in a salon and we can deal with it. Yeah, they do. And not only that, they can make you question your religion. That's what I thought. She's only 9. She doesn't know any different. What's she gonna go tell her mama I said that? Doesn't sound like it makes any sense, Mama. You gotta tell the kids gibberish, and that way when they go tell their parents, it doesn't. It just falls apart. I learned from the best. Remember when I was growing up, you told me that the ice cream truck, when it was making music, that meant they were out of ice cream. Yeah, I'll never forgive you for that. That's just hateful. So, good thing it's already got batteries in it, because you have to unscrew it to change the batteries out. I hate it when they put that tiny little screw in there. Who carries around a tiny screwdriver to open these stupid things? Just put a little thing that you push in. But anyway. Oh, Trisha's fine. She's doing just fine. She won the hog calling contest last weekend too at the festival. Yeah, you should have been there. She was something. She's been practicing, and I've been listening to her going suey in the shop for the longest time. And then the people next door got upset Well, we have that Zen and meditation spa right next to us, and they have people in there trying to relax. They're doing that, what do you call it, the hand and stone massage. I don't know what that is. Did they just slap you? I mean, I don't know what a hand and stone massage is. I have a feeling it's one of those things that's really not all that special, but they try to make it sound like it is so they can charge you a lot of money. Anyway, they were complaining because Trish was doing the suey, which I'm not even going to pretend I can do it the way she does because she's so good at it. But she was over there going, suey. And the people at the Frou Frou, what is the name of that place? What is it called? Wheat. It's not called wheat. Like wheat, like a stalk of wheat. God, stupid name is that? Well, they don't have a sign up. See, they're one of these places that's supposed to be exclusive or whatever, and they don't believe in signs and they don't advertise. I'm starting to think it's a front for drugs. I mean, you see all kinds of people going in and out. How do they know about it? Well, anyway, they didn't even bother coming over to talk to us to tell her to stop doing that. They called the police. They said they thought somebody was being murdered in our salon. And then they came over and the police officer came by and said, excuse me, we have a report that someone might be murdered over here. And we're like, what are you talking about? And then we found out that the snooty people over at Wheat or whatever it is, the massage place. I bet it is a massage place. They were over there complaining because we were making too much noise and it was affecting the clientele. And they couldn't relax and it was affecting the atmosphere and the whole, just the experience of a hand and stone. So, anyway, Trish decided she'd just go out in the parking lot and start going suey out there, and she got a bullhorn to make it extra loud, which I think is kind of cheating. But she said it helped her practice and helped her expand her lungs or something. I told her if she quit smoking, I'd probably do a whole lot more. Because when she get to the back end of that suey, she start coughing. Lord, it was rough. So, but she won. Yeah. No, it wasn't like men's, women's. No, it was everybody competing together. And they said hers was the most enthusiastic. They said she sounded like a trumpet. I don't know if it's good to sound. I don't know if they mean like the slide trumpet. You know how loud it. They didn't specify, but one of the judges said that she sounded like a wind instrument. So yeah, she's really like that after we go have Mexican food. But she won a contest, and I was so proud. And she got this little statue. It's about this big. It's a pig. It's plastic, but it's really cute. And they took a little thingy, and they scratched her name in it, and they spelled her name wrong. She was a little upset about that, but she said, I don't guess it matters if they spell my name right. I mean, as long as I win the prize. Yeah. So... well, so far we've only had a couple of knockdowns, yeah. Oh, it'll be all right. We got a first aid kit. Yeah. Jimmy lost his fly swatters, but it looks like he went over there and he got like a can koozie kind of something. It's got boobies on it. No, the bird. Look at it. He's got his little solo cup in it. Isn't it cute? Oh, he's liking his job a lot. Yes, he helps make treadmills. Yes, he's not really helping everybody get in shape. He's giving everybody something to hang their clothes on. But it's still, it pays good, so we can't complain. I mean, it was a good thing when that factory opened up here, especially when the hog slaughtering place went away. Well, the hog lagoon got out of control and it bled on over into the park. And then it was just very unfortunate because if you've ever being near a hog lagoon, you don't want to be near it. You never forget that smell. And so they're gone. But now everybody can just make treadmills, and there's no such thing as a treadmill lagoon, so it's a good thing. Yes. So no, I don't. You know what? I don't want any more. It's a bunch of casseroles up there. There was a little bit of fried chicken. Now last year we had fried chicken all up and down. Everybody brought fried chicken last year. This is the year of casseroles. There are about 30 different kinds of casseroles up there. And I am not interested in them because by now it's all cold anyway. But I might go check out the dessert table, because sometimes there's good stuff over there, especially that store-bought stuff. Because I'm telling you, Mama, ever since, and again, I don't mean any offense, ever since the older generation started dying out, I just find that, the younger people, they just don't know how to cook. Well, what about me? Well, Mom, I had to work, so I didn't have time to get up and make anything this morning. I worked until 9 o'clock last night, and I was back in there at 7 a.m. It was the Miss Good and Plenty contest. No, Quick and Plenty. Quick and Plenty, Good and Plenty. It depends on which convenience store you're talking about. They do their pageants separately, but I didn't have time to cook anything, so I went to Food Line. I went to their deli, and I got some donuts, and I got some potato salad. No, I did not cook. Mama, well, everybody's not that busy. I mean, shoot, half of my generation's retired already. I don't know how that's possible. Do you ever go out during the day? You ever just go out in the middle of the day, like every now and then? I have a day off during the week, which is rare. But I'll go out, and it'll be like 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, and there'll just be people everywhere. Like, does nobody work? I mean, how are all these people just out and about at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning? I do not understand where all these people come from. It is just everywhere. So I'm just saying that most of my generation can't cook worth a darn, especially not for this thing. And it's just, yeah, I did. Yes, ma'am, I did have some of your macaroni in the country crock bowl. Yes, I did, and it was delicious. I'm saving it for later because I'm really full. I'm so full. It's delicious. It came out of a box. Are you serious? I would have never guessed. Well, I couldn't guess how old you are. Mama, who is this? Well, I'm not good at guessing ages. I just don't. You're how old? Really? Well, I would have never guessed that. That's amazing. You look great for 82. You don't look a day over 80. Yeah. Well, we all shrink as we get older. It's okay. I'm not as tall as I used to be either. Mama, who is this? Yeah, no, oh, no, ma'am. No. That's my mother right here. We do look alike, yes. But no, that's her. I'm her daughter, Lynette. Oh, well, bless your heart, aren't you sweet? No, I'm a little older than that. Yeah, okay. Mama, who is this lady? Okay, well, yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah. I look forward to seeing you there. Okay. Who was that? Well, I put name tags up there on the table. Nobody uses them, and I've gotten to the point with some of these people. I feel embarrassed, okay? Because there are people who've been coming to this reunion for years just between you and me. I have no idea who they are. I have no idea. They know me. Well, she thought I was you, but most of them know who I am. I have not one clue who they are. Who is it? Will you tell me the name? That still isn't ringing a bell. I mean, how am I related to her? If I'm not related to her, what's she doing here? Oh, okay. Well, if that's the pastor's wife, where's the pastor? He did the blessing and then he just buzzed off. Well, maybe after he comes in after having his smoke. I didn't say that loud. It'll be all right. He's been out there a while. Everybody's been eating for a little bit. So, well, she's done calling the numbers. And, well, I don't think anybody's terribly happy with what they got. Looks like nobody got the Funkin' Wagnalls. You're going to have to get the funk out of here, Mama. I don't believe you can take them to Goodwill. I don't know that they would take that many books. I mean, you got a proper trunk load of books up there. I don't know what you're going to do. Quite frankly, Mama, I believe you're just going to have to use them for kindling. Put them in the wood-burning stove as kindling this winter. Might be a good idea, because I don't believe anybody takes whole sets of encyclopedias anymore. I don't think there's much of a market for books that were made in 1978. I mean, maybe, they're probably not very up to date. I mean, it only goes up to Jimmy Carter, so I don't really know that most people be interested in that. I always say when I'm at these reunions, I ought to go around and mingle and talk to people. And then I end up sitting and just talking to you or Daddy or Jimmy. It's ridiculous. I ought to just next year, I should just get up and go talk to all these people that I don't know, and I should just walk up to them and just introduce myself, and it would be embarrassing because I've been seeing these people for years. I don't know who they are. See, I keep hoping somebody will say their name, so then I'll know who it is. But like now, you told me who that lady was. It didn't help me at all. It could be that this whole thing is just hopeless. Could be. Well, they're making good use of the first aid kit over there, and I don't believe anybody ended up with what they wanted off that table. Well, that's a real shame, but I got what I wanted. It's sad that I've reached a point in my life that a little cactus makes me happy, but here we are. No, it repeats what you say, but I don't want to do it because it freaks some people out. But he gyrates and he repeats what you say, and it will copy. I think it records up to 20 seconds or 15 seconds, something like that, and then it repeats what you say. And it's just, I can't wait to try it on the cat. That's going to be really great. Oh. Well, it's good that we get together like this and talk, although we could do this any other day of the week. But see, it's special today because we can do it with bad food in a room full of people that we're related to that we will sit here and not talk to beyond a, hey, how you doing? That's about all we gonna do. I gotta do better about mingling, you know that. That would be a good thing for me to do. But it's good that we get together. A lot of families don't do reunions anymore. A whole lot of families don't. And it's a sad thing to see it die out, but I reckon that's just what happens sometimes. Oh my gosh. Well, I reckon I better go start seeing what I can do about cleaning up a little bit. You know how bad people are about just leaving trash everywhere. I made an announcement at the very beginning. I said, we got trash cans scattered about. Just put your trash in there. And, maybe Miss Renee could put her new boyfriend in there. I'm just saying. I mean, every time she comes, it's like every time she comes to one of these things, she's with some other guy, and it just gets worse and worse. I mean, at least that one's got a shirt on. It's only got a few holes in it. Where you reckon he's from? I don't know him. I don't know, but he looked like he just rolled out of bed. I mean, he could have put in a little bit of effort, but far be it from me. You think she'll marry this one? She marries every other one. It seems like, if you notice there's a pattern, she marries every other one. So is that the rotation she's on? She might marry this one. Maybe she'll get to know him first, at least find out his last name. I don't know. Well, she's one of these people who just always has advice. She's like an armchair expert on everything. Well, Dirty Santa wasn't quite as bad as I thought it would be, but I think we need to stick with the boring old thing. I call your number and you go up there and get what you want. I think that works just fine. She looks a little frustrated. Yeah. Well, somebody put some Swarovski crystals up there, and you know how she likes cheap, shiny stuff. That was like her second husband. And, yeah, somebody got them off of her. They snatched them off of her. I think that alone would be enough to make her rethink this whole stupid Dirty Santa thing. Just go back to doing it the way I do it. Even though it's boring, you'd still have your ugly old Swarovski paperweight. What even was that? It looked like a whale. I think it might have been a whale or a sperm or something. I don't know what it was supposed to be. It was kind of funny looking. Could have been a tadpole. I don't know. It looked inappropriate, but again, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see. Anyway. Well, at least I didn't have to call out the numbers this year. A lot of the older people said I called them out too fast. Like, how fast, how slow do you need them to be? I mean, I separate each one. I do a pause. Ain't nobody worried about it, but the older people don't like the way I call them out. But I have so many to call out, I can't sit there all day. Shoot, I'd be calling them out after everybody left. Oh, there's going to be a lot of cleaning up to do. I'll get Jimmy and the kids to do it. Oh, we don't mind. Yeah, we stay and clean up. That's just, part of the job, part of what we do. That's why we do what we do. Well, Mama, I'm not gonna be able to stay long because I'm tired. Like I say, I was working late, and then I had to get up early this morning, and I have just been doing nails. I can't even do my own. I hadn't even had time to do my own because I've been fixing everybody else's nails, and mine just look like crap. And I need to get going. And my leg hurts, and I gotta go sit down somewhere more comfortable where I put my leg up. But it's really good to see you. Yeah, we'll have to do it again next year, but next year we got to get up and talk to people. Okay. Well, I don't know who they are. Maybe I could just follow you. Like I could just go and I could just draft behind you, and you could tell me who all these people are. Unless you don't know either. And if you don't know, we're both in trouble. All right, well, I'm going to get going, Mama. It's good to see you.